Hi there, and welcome to another short little episode from Democracy Theater, where I comment on the intersection crossroad of politics, comedy, and new media. So, imagine this, my friends. Imagine that you were invited to the White House to a briefing. Imagine that you were invited and you got the opportunity to ask the first question. I mean, just imagine the honor, if there is such a thing in America today anymore, any feeling of reverence. I don't give a shit if the man in the Oval Office is Trump. He's still my president. I don't give a shit if it was Biden. He's still my president. Do I wish we were better at picking our leaders? Do I wish we had better choices? Absolutely. But what would you ask if you were invited to the White House press briefing and you got to ask the first question? Would you ask about tariffs? Would you ask about the war in Ukraine? Would you ask about the war in Gaza? Would you ask about the tensions between America and China? Would you ask about the reshoring of factories and jobs? Would you ask about all the money that has been uh, promised by foreign nations and foreign corporations to be spent in America? Would you ask for any documentation? Has the shovel taken its first soil? What would you ask? I don't know, but I certainly hope that you would ask a better question than Mr. Tim Pool from TimCast. Like, it's just, anyway, let's hear his question.
Many of the news organizations that are represented in this room have marched in lockstep on false narratives, such as the Very Fine People hoax, the Covington smear, and now what's being called the Maryland Man hoax, where an MS-13 gang member adjudicated by two different judges, I believe, is just simply being referred to as a Maryland Man over and over again. Now, in an effort from the White House to expand access.
Is he not a Maryland man? I mean, all people, anybody that I hear talk about this is all they want is for the freaking government to follow the law and the procedures so we never again have to hear the names of these people that are being deported. This one is a 100% Silmol own goal.
Access to new companies. You've created this new media seat. So I'm wondering if you can.
And here we have the new media wasting it and proving Douglas Murray right.
Comment on following this expansion, you've had numerous outlets disparage the companies that you've had sit here, as well as the reporters. I'm wondering if you could comment on the unprofessional behavior, as well as elaborate if there's any plans to expand access to new companies.
Sure. Well, we certainly welcome diverse viewpoints in this room, which is one of the.
God, would that be your first question? Would that be your question? You get one. You get one opportunity. He doesn't know if he's. I mean, he might know because if he flatters Trump enough, he'll get in. But maybe that might be his only time in his entire life that he gets to go to the White House briefing, and he's asking mommy to please tell his brothers there in the business that they're so mean to him. Oh no, they're so mean. They're so mean to me. Fucking grow a pair. You and Cat Turd and the rest of that fucking right-wing media class, new media class, are about as anti-American as anybody has ever been. And you, with that question, made that seat worthless. I bet you there are 10 other right-wing media, new media people that would be in there. And even though they would ask a question that would be easy for the administration to answer, that they wouldn't do any hard hitting questions, it would still be better than that and still be more informative. Tim is an absolute joke. But this will mean to me. Can you say something about this? Can you say something about this and this and this and this? How about asking a fucking question that's relevant to it's the same with the mainstream media, right? They're all sitting around in their little places and they just talk to each other and think that what they're talking about is important. It's the same, like new media is worse than old media because they fucking saw what old media did and decided to do the exact same thing. Anyway, if this is your first time here, thank you for being here. If it is not your first time and you came back, I mean, even a bigger thank you. And I really, truly hope to see you back here again. Thank you.